three of the Mastering Order Block series. I just did part 2 yesterday, and that's where we finished back testing the daily time frame on all of 2025, so we can tick that off. We had a 67% win rate, but we only took 3. There was only 3 setups. What I thought was interesting was we got 2 winners, but one was during market open order block, so it hit it perfectly and reacted perfectly, and this one was a pre-market order block with a few red flags, but it still played out. So I'm not sure 100% how I feel about that. I think just taking the order blocks off of market open is probably the best option. But yeah, that was just some testing that I did. I went back and checked one of the order blocks, so that's that. So let's make our new back testing thing on TradeZilla. So testing for our order blocks. NQ. I just need NQ, and then I'm gonna do all of last year so that we're getting the same. Obviously it changes each year, and like I think you need 5 years of data for a data set to be good, but I don't think it matters. Well, it does matter, but I don't think it matters for this example that we're doing right now. I just want to get enough data to be able to say, yep, I've seen order blocks play out over a good amount of time, and I kind of know which time frame holds more strength. So that's like kind of the goal. Obviously, like once I have more time and once I've gone through the core content, because at the moment I still need to go through the core content and do the same thing for each of the concepts. So once I've gone through all of that, then I can start. What am I thinking of? Then I can start adding years to the data. But that daily time frame one didn't take me too long. Anyway, let's see. So we have breaker structure here causing an imbalance, and we have a order block here, I think. Would this be considered the order block? This is the last down close candle, which didn't sweep the liquidity of the previous candle, but we sweep the liquidity down here. So we'll just mark out the body of that candle. Tapped into it in, not in New York session. Okay. This would be what we're looking to target. However, do we have other order blocks as well? Which one caused an imbalance? I think we have this as an order block. That's our first example failed. And guys, it's not about like having the perfect order block. It's not about getting it to win and increasing your win rate. Like, it's about collecting data and understanding kind of what is happening. So this one was at a session, the order block didn't work. Let's go to here and let's go to January. I just like using Forex Factory. They have an inbuilt news tracker in TradeZilla, but I like using Forex Factory so I can familiarize myself with actually looking, because I feel like that's just important. Okay. Monday the 30th. We had no news. direction was bullish. Day of week was Monday. Okay. The note. The previous candle didn't sweep liquidity. Previous down closed candle we had shifted market to downtrend. What could be a possible retracement? Alright, because we only want to be taking order blocks in alignment with the trend, but this one kind of wasn't really in line with the trend, but it could also be considered a retracement on the high time frame, just knowing that NQ is a really bullish instrument. So anyway, we'll get rid of this one. This is our next order block up here. Get rid of this as well. Going to mark out the, where should we mark out this wick here, or the body? Doesn't really matter. I think we missed one. We pushed down here, made an imbalance. This would be our order block. We'd highlight the body closure, take a trade like this. Just go back. Alright. These would be our buy stops. Is that correct? Yeah, anyone who's buying is putting their stop loss down there. Okay, hold on. I want the charts to look perfect because I'm going to be looking back at this data, and if it doesn't look good, it's going to irritate me. Okay. Cool. I'm loving that we're already getting more than I got last time, because last time it was only 3, but now we are already getting more, which is great. So this was Thursday, the 2nd of January. So Thursday. Bearish. I didn't even know we had unemployment claims, but anyway. Oh, we didn't? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yep, unemployment claims. Order block worked. Don't think this one was a New York session. We dug into it and came out of it. It's a little bit difficult. We came into it. Okay, so if I had a limit order, this is where it would be. Right at this candle here, which is 3 p.m. I'm going to say out of session because I only trade New York AM. Okay, that looks good. We've used this one, so we can't use this one anymore. There's no imbalance there. Looks like we're about to come into that other order block. So that'd be this one here. This is where the order would be set. But we want the order to be set once it really gets out of the order block. So let's see if it ever does get out of the order block. Interesting, that's interesting. The order block would already be invalidated, so this is an interesting case. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Oh my gosh, okay, still recording. Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna write it in the tracker. I'm not gonna put a 1 or not 1, I'm just gonna put it in the tracker. So, we shifted. This is how you truly collect data, by the way, guys. You actually analyze. This is why, like, a lot of people are probably going to be looking at this series, and, well, not a lot of people, because I don't have a lot of subscribers on my second channel at the moment, but, actually, I need to film a video actually explaining that I have a second channel now, but anyway, I know that a lot of people are going to be like, why wouldn't you just code this to see if it works? But there's a power in, like, actually seeing it play out yourself, and being able to see the different factors in it, and it just builds a level of discretion. So it's shifted structure to the upside off of a downtrend, and disrespected the order block, but then came back down to trade into it and hit the buy stop liquidity. Going back onto that 4-hour time frame, where's the market structure shift? This is the market structure shift here. There's that market structure shift, so that's probably a good indication that we want a different order block. We probably want to be looking for bullish order blocks. January 7th of 2025. Gosh, we have not gone through much data, which is great. No complaints. This one happened at 11 p.m, so this is out of session. Traded out of the order block at 11 p.m. Direction, day of the week, it's a Tuesday. Bearish news. What's the news for the 7th of January? We got PMI and JOLTS. So I think we got PMI already in here, and then JOLTS. Okay, cool. Leaving that. Let's go back into a 4-hour time frame and see what we have. So we obviously break structure here, and previous down close candle is like this candle down here, unless we want to use these little candles, which I don't really think are the best to use. So maybe this here is the order block, and we're just using the body. It's quite a large body, but that's fine. what we're looking for is for price to come out, which it basically already has. It did like over here. And then we'd be targeting these sell stops. Sell stop liquidity. So I do want that on the right side. Again, it has to look perfect, in my opinion. Okay, and then stop loss below that order block. Okay, came all the way back down, disrespected the order block, which again is totally fine because we're not trading with emotions. This isn't my strategy. We're not trying to better our skills. We're just trying to build discretion and see when it plays out, when it doesn't play out. So we had the market structure shift here. I guess we didn't fully confirm the trend because we didn't break the external liquidity. So that bearish order block was valid, or maybe we should have. Previous up close candle would be up here for this bearish. Trying to look for this bearish order block down here. Be this move right here. Okay, notes. This trade was against the external trend as the market structure shift happened on an internal level, not the external high. Should indicate, see right now guys, I'm learning. This should indicate that we don't take this order block as its lower probability and against trend. Okay, date is, I think it was Tuesday 7th, 11 p.m. No, Wednesday the 8th. ADP and unemployment claims on a Wednesday. Wednesday the 8th at 11 p.m. No, 1 a.m. Traded out of the order block at 1:45 a.m. Be out of session. Oh my gosh, what was the date again? 8th of January. Day of the week. Wednesday. Direction was bullish. Order block did not work. Okay, now let's go back. This is probably going to be a bit of a hindsight trade, but we're just collecting data. So looking at these two previous candles here, we have a bit of a order block here, but on, I think it was GFX, or no, T-Trades, he said, if there's doji candles like this, mark the lower wick. And we came down, we had a breaker structure which caused an imbalance in the market, so this would be the bearish order block, which we'd be looking to trade once price gets out of it, which would have been down here. Stop loss above this high over here. This whole move here would be the order block, but I think T-Trade says to mark it out like this, and then we'd be going for those buy stops. buy stop liquidity. Interesting. So this one, we had market structure shift to the upside. Internally. Okay. What day was this? This is 6th of January. Why does it feel like we're going backwards? Oh, wait, because we are. Because we actually are. Okay. January the 6th, 2025. Day of the week. It's a Monday. Direction is bearish. No, bearish. News, Monday the 6th. Got no news. Timing. Yeah, the order block work. Timing. $11:30 p.m. Cool. We're getting through quite a lot. I'll probably stop recording in a second. Let's see where the next order block is. We broke structure to the downside here. We're just going to go with the most recent view that we can see here. So we broke structure to the downside here, traded down, came back into this order block, broke structure to the downside with an imbalance. That would be down here. Candle body. Okay, let's see. Broke structure caused an imbalance here. Bearish order block. This isn't the main order block though. What do we call it? Using extreme zones and not non-extreme zones. So this is a non-extreme zone. This is an extreme zone. Also got this order block here. Gosh, we actually got a lot on this downtrend here. This would be this order block here, which we are expecting a downtrend off of. This would be our sell stops. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting because maybe this is an area where we'd want to look to take earlier profits at like a 1 hour swing low, which would be here. That would be a good trade. Or yeah, like a 1 hour swing low, a 15-minute swing low, something like that, because it is a non-extreme order block. So just going to take a little screenshot of that. And I'm actually going to add a section where we talk about extreme or non-extreme order blocks. So this was a non-extreme zone. The date was 14th, January the 14th, 2025. So it's a Tuesday. It's bearish. So Tuesday. January the 14th. PPI. Timing, let's have a look and see when that timing was that it traded out of it. It would have been down here. 7:45, so this would have been again out of session. Traded out of order block at 7:45 a.m. Note, potentially at these non-extreme zones, don't target externals, target low hanging for like 1 hour swing points. Alright, let's see now. Going back, we have all of the rest of these order blocks here. Market structure hasn't changed until it comes up here, so this would be our trend shift level. Okay, this order block didn't work, so let's see. I can already see this one's not working. Yeah, we came out down here and we didn't. We did not continue lower. We're collecting a lot of data on this time frame. I like it. Okay. Had an early indicator of trend shift, and then this was a non-extreme order block. No bearish reaction. So it was the 15th of January, so 15th of Jan, 2025. What day was that? Oh, that was on a Wednesday. We got CPI that day. It's bearish, it was non-extreme. We had CPI. Order block did not work. And the timing, pretty sure it was out of session. 10:30 p.m. Okay, we're just gonna wait until it gets to that next order block and then we're gonna call it because I have to get ready to go to a cafe to do more studying. Okay, we cause an imbalance here, meaning that, we also have this bullish order block that we trended into. Here we're on a previous downtrend, but here we're actually like shifting the market structure. We've got these two levels down here, but we don't have any liquidity steps on these levels, so I'm just like gonna fake that order block. It doesn't look obvious. Here we're very clearly uptrending. So this one would be a little bit of a red flag in my opinion, but we'll see. Currently see it's like doesn't look like it's gonna work. Let's Stop loss would be above this little swing high up here. TP would be down here. Holy. Yeah, there we go. That'd just be, I guess, a time where I'd use my discretion to be like, yeah, we're clearly shifting structure now. We're going back to the upside. You can see that very clearly. Okay, what date was that? January 20th. That was a Monday. Direction was bearish. 20th. President Trump speaks. It was out of session. Okay. Traded out of order block at 11:15. Maybe when trading extreme order blocks, pay clear attention to shifts in trend. That's my points there. So I honestly think this backtesting session was really successful. I'm actually really happy about it. I'm very excited to go through the data and actually see what from the data that I'm looking at, what can we learn from price action. So even just from what we're looking at now, horrible win rate. But we can refine this win rate. It's totally fine. We have a 25% win rate. That's crazy. All of them were out of session on the 4-hour time frame, which is crazy. It confuses me because on the daily time frame they're all in session. We haven't got into the 27th of January because that's when we got that daily one. So I'd be interested to see on the 27th of January, do we get an internal model within the external? And yeah, on the order blocks that did work out. That was a Monday, and Thursday we had low kind of impact news, like no news and unemployment claims, but again, unemployment claims here and it didn't work, and no news here and it didn't work. This extreme versus non-extreme order blocks, better off sitting out of these conditions, it looks like, because none of those worked. All of them are out of session, so I'd be interested when we do start getting some order blocks appearing in session, how does this skew the data? But yeah, overall, again, it is basically just pattern trading order blocks, and I think that's completely fine for the time being until I can build discretion with order blocks specifically, which is what this series is all about. So anyway, let's finish this off with, I guess, adding our little questions, our little notes from the session. I want to add this section down here. Okay, cool. Alright, I want to know, if we get order blocks that are traded out of during New York session, will they perform better? Is January a bad month for order blocks because it's the start of the year? Because that also could be a thing, i.e. some funds are waiting for the first monthly candle to print or to gauge markets. Just another idea. This is what makes studying interesting as well, and it makes it really effective, is when you kind of brainstorm these questions that you have. I want to know, once we get more bullish candles, are bullish order blocks better? So do bullish order blocks work better because NASDAQ is a bullish instrument? Because NASDAQ, it's like kind of always going up on the high time frames. So like even look at this 4-hour time frame. We went down that whole time, but look at what we're doing big picture. We're always going up. So we did try and capitalize off of this short downtrend move, but I want to know, maybe it does just perform better in bullish order blocks, because in my mind, when I trade order blocks on a high time frame, I'm only looking for bullish ones. So yeah. And then is it better to sit out when we have extreme and non-extreme order blocks? Because they all lost when I traded them. Okay, I'm super excited to continue this backtesting session and see if we can collect some more data, but that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of collecting all that data and doing all that backtesting. But yeah, I'll see you guys later today, if not tomorrow.